Hey guys, good morning. You guys ready to go over Bitcoin? So yesterday was a fun day. Guys, I love the scalping videos that we do. So we did one on the 24th, but I'll start here. We did one on the 18th, and you guys did great. You guys won both those trades. Then we called out a scalping trade yesterday for 4%, and you guys won that trade, and I actually ended up posting it in Telegram so you guys could see this. Let me go over here. So great job to everybody who took the Mana scalping trade this morning on YouTube with the indicators and metrics. You guys hit your 4% profit. So I ended up changing this, guys. I'm sorry. I did a little typo here, but you guys probably saw exactly what I was going for. It did not jump to 31 cents. So basically the entry when the video came out was 0.982. The take profit for 4% was 1.021, and then when I posted this message in Telegram, we were actually sitting at 1.031, not 1.31 30 cents. That would be crazy. So good job, guys. You guys all won that trade, and I was like, should we go over that again today? Should we look at scalping trades? But I kind of want to talk today about new money. Those of you guys who are getting into the market, how do you start accomplishing 122 wins and one loss, that one loss being on Luna, which everybody lost? How do you keep your money safe in this type of market where, yes, I actually am seeing more people starting to shift back to the theory that this is going to start heading back up than moving back down, but do you just throw all your money in? What do you do? So I kind of want to just go all over the place. We'll look at some metrics today. We'll kind of just do a hodgepodge of things today, but what do you do? So let's just start here, guys. When we get into trades, if you guys go over tradeconfident.io, on the front page, here's a scalping strategy. Watch that. Outside of Luna, we've been 100% win rate. It's really, really awesome. So have some fun today. Watch that. All of these trade setups here, guys, when you come in here, we're going to use Bitcoin, for example. Here's how we trade. It's kind of just like a day of just giving away the secrets of like, how do we do what we do? This is what we're doing. Every single chart and every coin on our website has this metric on it. It's a metric that comes in here and it looks for incredible levels of price action, Fibonacci retracements, Fibonacci, extensions even. It's looking at really great areas to get into the market on the downside or at great supports and calculated with literally an algorithm in here that we coded, okay? Here's what a lot of traders are going to look to do right now that think the market's going to go up. Let's say they've got $1,000 right now, okay? They're going to most likely come in here and say, you know what? I'm excited right now. I'm going to throw all of my money in right now, $1,000. And here's what happens is that if it goes up, they tell themselves this, you know what? If it goes up, I'm earning, let's say it goes up 10%. I made 10% on my whole account. That's so awesome. And they keep holding. And that's a possibility. But if you guys have traded for long enough, you know that the markets don't always just go in your favor. So what can happen here is, well, what do we do in order to keep our accounts safe? I've compared this to other crypto channels, and we can't find an account that's healthier than ours right now on all of YouTube. 150,000 is break even for us, and we're at 77, close to $78,000. Okay, that's really, really healthy when a lot of people have lost everything already in this bear market crash. Okay, they've lost everything. All right, so here's what we do, and here's what you guys can do. When you guys are looking to get into trades, you guys are going to be looking to split your money up into different portions, which we call buy limits. Okay, dollar cost averaging. So let's say you guys have $1,000 right now. You guys want to put into any of the coins that we have, or just in the market in general. What I do with these coins, guys, and what I do with my portfolio, and I teach people all the time about this, is we take that money and we split it into 3 or 4 equal portions, and we place it at the buy limits. Now, what do we? Let's say this is the beginning. Let me draw it out over here so we can see this better. Let's say this is the coin that we're looking at right now. Okay, we have something called the equator. You take the high of the coin and the low of the coin, so 0, and you take the high. You divide it by 2, and you find what's called the equator, the middle point. If the price is above the middle point, we use 4 buy limits. If the price has fallen below the middle point, we use 3 buy limits. So why is that? It's because if the price is lower, historically we have seen when a price is low, it has a higher chance of moving up because demand takes over for people to buy the lower price. Okay, so when that happens, we use 3 buy limits. Now, for Bitcoin here, what you guys would do is you'd come over here, and I'm literally going to pull this out for you guys and see this. You guys need to understand how we're trading here. It really will help. So I'm going to get a calculator, and we're literally going to look at this right now. We are going to take 6,000, no, excuse me, let me get exactly up here. We're going to take the high, and we're just going to divide it by 2. So 6, 0, 6, let me get it a little higher so I can actually see this in here. 6, 8, 9, let's just call it 69,000, easy enough. Okay, so we're looking at 69,000. Okay, take about 69,000 and divide this by 2. We're going to get a rough estimate here so you guys can see it. It's 34,500. So 34,500 is definitely up here. I know you guys are like, it's a little bit less than that. I totally get it. It would maybe push us right here. The point is we're below the 50% if you take the high and the low. So go back over to Bitcoin. What we're doing here, if you guys had that $1,000 I talked about, you would split it into 3 equal portions instead of 4. So now what you guys have is your money working for you in the form of a bot. Literally, you've created an algorithm and a bot that you are now trading. Because here's what's going to happen. If you guys get in here this morning, and these are going to update, so they say 5:25 in literally 40 minutes here, because it's about 7:20 right now. Okay, if you guys put $333 in here right now, a third of 1,000, and it goes up, that's great. But if this thing keeps going down, and I do think, guys, it's definitely possible for Bitcoin to hit $20,000. I do. I just think we're going to hit $36,000 first, which is what I've been telling you guys within this channel. Okay? If it goes down, you have money working for you. Now, everybody who gets in here at $1,000, they are going to have to put new money in that they may not even have in order to lower their break-even entry. Here's the beauty of this. $333 here, if it goes up, guys, and you exit, you make money. That's awesome. But if it goes down, your break-even entry does not stay at the first place where everybody FOMO'd in all their money. Once the second one gets hit down here, let's call it the first and second buy limit, your break-even entry goes between the middle of these. And then once your third one gets hit here, your break-even entry comes down even further. So here's the scenario. The $1,000 guy is losing all the way down here. And let's say you guys hit this right here. All the price has to do, if it hits your third buy limit, is come back up here, let's say to here, and you guys have made money. What happens if it comes back up and you make money? Great, you take the money home, and then it goes back down. And you set up buy limits, and you get in right here, and then it goes up again. Great, you've made more money. You've compounded your interest. Now, let's say it goes down a little bit further. It hits your first and second buy limit. Let's say there's like one there and one there. Okay, great. And now your break-even entry is here. And then we start moving back up. Now you've gotten 3 trades with 3 profits in them for compound interest. And then it starts moving up here. It gets close because this could definitely happen. I've seen this. This guy still hasn't made any money. He's still holding in the loss the entire time. And you guys have actually used all your $1,000 for earning power because you hit all 3 buy limits. So you're still using the same amount of power in here because the market went down. And you earned on the 1,000. Do you see that? Because it hit 3 buy limits. This guy's still in a loss. And then it comes over here, you hit 1 buy limit, say 2 buy limits here. Break-even entry, and you come back into the profit, and the market goes back up. Finally, this guy is in the profit now on his $1,000, but you guys have made compound interest the entire time. I see this happen so many times, and that's why we coded this strategy like this, is that all of this over here is money-making potential. That's why I don't like holding a lot of times, because people who get in here and they hold right here, let's say they entered in right here, they're still holding on the downturn, where some people can actually get in here and play these moves back up to take some profit here, maybe take some profit back up here, and use compound interest like I showed you. That is why I am convinced this is the best strategy to trade crypto. And we've had a lot of people do this. So that's just like the kind of the secrets behind what we teach here, and it's all public here. You guys can watch this. Scroll down here and you can watch a video as well. So just want to start the video with that. And I hope that alone just gives you guys really good risk management when you're starting to trade, okay? So let's move over to this. What else can you guys be using if you are new money to come into this market? And I'm going to go over this real quick because I got to go over it, guys. We run a business here, just flat out. We charge $95 a month to give you guys these setups. What I just showed you guys, those entries are on all of these coins. Then we've got a Telegram access, which is going to give you entries and exits for all the live trades that we're in, which has gone 122 and 1 loss. The master classes are yours, the community chat, and then we go live every single month with literally all of our members who are on. We have a huge Zoom account, so you guys go live with us. The next one we're getting ready to post, okay? So what's the next thing? Okay, now you guys have really good risk management getting into the market. What do you do next to kind of manage trades while trades are happening? Here's what we do. With our metrics here, we actually gave you guys a full kind of suite to kind of keep an eye on the market. And then obviously indicators we'll talk about here in a second. Indicators are very important, just so you guys know, because we are going to be upping the prices of these in 6 days. So at the end of May, you guys definitely want to snag them. Actually, let's start here and I'll move over to the metrics to show you guys. I know people hardly watch videos long anymore because everyone's used to 15, 30-second TikTok videos. So here's what we use. We use price versus well money flow and trend exhaustion. These are 2 indicators. I like to sometimes come over here and just take off the price and look at the well money flow. So here's the deal with this. If you guys are trading crypto and you're looking, here's the 2 biggest things you need to figure out in crypto. Like, where's the bottom and where's the top of market trends? The bottom's going to help you guys get into entries. And the top is just going to help you exit in the profit. Or if you guys are taking short trades, it's going to be great if you guys can time the tops. Okay. So here's what we use this for. And I'll pull some data here real quick and I'll show this to you guys. When the whale money flow is low and trend exhaustion is low here, you guys are looking for the market to reverse back up like this, okay? When you guys are looking at this and this is low here, and this, if you go straight up here and it's not that low here on whale money flow, and you guys can see it up here, this actually only saw just a very tiny little increase here. So what we did is we thought, okay, we could give you guys one indicator that literally tracks the trend and the actual structures of crypto, or we could partner with a volume indicator that actually looks at the whale money flow. Like when whales are selling, guys, like the market's going to be heading down. But when they're done selling, when the metric value is down here at the bottom, they're going to start buying again, which is when the price goes back up. It's crazy because you can like kind of spy on what the whales and like kind of see what they're doing in the future before it happens. Again, this is another reason why I've been calling this. I do believe we're going to start moving back up here. So now that you guys have these, you're like, okay, well, what's the best way to use them? The best way to use this, guys, is to look to partner these up together. So you're looking for this. You're looking for trend exhaustion low, and you're looking for whale money flow low. I know it's not super low here, but I'm just showing you guys it needs to get to the lower levels. What I do is I come out here, do option H sometimes, and I look at this and I say, okay, whale money flow low, trend exhaustion low. We're looking at these levels. These here are a great place to look for moves up. You're like, well, it headed back down. But you have to understand, this is an incredible support here that the structure was at the low, and if you did not enter in here, it would have been a terrible place not to, okay? It's something that I want to just point out to you guys. When you're looking at indicators and you look in the past, you're like, man, that might have been a terrible call because it headed back down. No, it's not a terrible call, because at a great support right here, which is the exact same thing that happened over here around this area where it dropped back down, you would have said that's a great call because it moved up. The only way to take advantage, guys, of these pump moves back up is to get exposed to it, because you really don't know what's going to happen. So what our indicators do over here is they give you guys an idea of where's the market been historically in the past and where's it moved up. Where can we expect some market moves back up? And it's over here when trend exhaustion is low and whale money flow is low as well. When you're seeing whales sell out in the market and structures low, this is where we're looking for turnarounds, okay? Even if it heads back down, you guys can look in here and you can look to short the market, okay? I won't go over this too much. I just want to show you guys, like, if you're looking for two tools to call the crypto markets, these are definitely it for the accuracy. And this is literally what we've used to call exits. Okay, let's go back over here to the metrics real quick, because it's kind of fun to talk about. So the metrics over here, these are going to update at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time every single day. And I'm sorry, guys, I'm like, my nose is kind of plugged here. I've got like terrible allergies. I thought we were done with allergies, but apparently we're not. And so I'm trying to make it through the video. Thanks, guys. The emotional index here, we're sitting over here in the anxious section. So when you guys look at this, you're like, what do I use this for? The best way to use this is to gauge what retail traders are feeling in the market. You need to understand there's this thing out there called smart money and dumb money. It's not derogatory. It's literally a trading term. Dumb money, the definition of dumb money, is they end up buying the pumps and selling the drops. The definition of smart money is they buy the drops and they sell the pumps. Okay, again, dumb money ends up buying the pumps and they end up selling the drops. Smart money ends up buying the drops and selling the pumps. And you're like, well, that's obvious. No, it's not. Because a lot of you guys, when you get in here and you see the market going up, you think it's going to the moon without you, if we're just honest, right? And so when we're in here, you guys are getting really greedy and you're getting excited. That's why a lot of people use these metrics and they check them every single day. Like we have metrics on those sites. We watch people like every morning, like thousands of people. Like it's crazy to see this. Like we watch like this flood of people come in at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time because they check the metrics for the day. They look here and they're like, oh, this makes sense. If we're pushed up into the greedy and excited area, we're probably looking for moves back down in the market right here. It's so interesting. People getting excited, the market looks to head back down. And then when the fear sets in, that's when we actually see a little bit of moves back up in the market and things actually start looking better. It's kind of crazy. If you watch the emotions of the market, that's how you can predict moves. Long versus short trades. This is a really powerful indicator here that shows you guys, or metric, whatever you guys want to call it, it shows you the actual volume that's going through on Bitfinex for longs and shorts. So what has more favor right now, long trades or short trades? Well, there's a whole lot more volume on Bitcoin coming in and the big increase here that we've seen for long trades. And this is on the metrics that we have for you guys for the coins. Some coins don't have long and short trade data because nobody in the public has long and short trade data. One of them being like Matic, okay? Take a look at this, market cap strength. What can we tell from this? If you guys are waking up and you're like, what do I do with this thing? This metric here is what's called an overall, it's the percentage of overall market cap in the whole crypto market that's allocated to this coin. And we're talking about Bitcoin. So if you guys say, all right, let's say we got 10 coins out there and it's Bitcoin and 10 other ones, and there's some stable coins in there that people like to keep their money in, okay? When this line goes up on Bitcoin, it literally says, all right, people are selling their other altcoins and they're pushing it into this one. Okay, does that make sense? I want to pause there so you guys can hear that. It's not that the market cap of Bitcoin is necessarily going up. It shows where the overall funds in crypto are being allocated, also known as like a dominance. So what is a dominance of Bitcoin in the overall crypto market? Well, people are selling their other altcoins, including stable coins, and they're putting it into Bitcoin. This is a bullish sign. It means people are dumping other things and they're buying Bitcoin. So this is another reason why I think we're going to be heading back up. If you guys see a market where the price action is heading up and you guys see the market cap here moving back down here, the market cap strength, it's usually a sign that it's a weak price action move up because the whales are selling out because they're the ones really moving this. Okay? Really powerful metric. Now, trades in favor. Some of you guys who followed me for a while, maybe I'm saying stuff you've never heard before, so maybe it's a good refresher. Trades in favor is simply this. We coded this to say, look, are you guys going to get more favor taking a long trade today or taking a short trade today? That's really, I just wanted to code this. I was like, I literally woke up one day and I'm like, I want to just have a metric that can tell me what has more favor on it. If it says a good short trade, I want to see the market heading back down very soon after that. And I'm like, okay, cool. We ended up getting that. Market moved down there, market moved down here, market moved down there. You come up here into a great short trade, we saw the market move down. I'm like, this alone, guys, will help you make money, period. And then I'm like, okay, that's great. We coded that in. I was like, well, obviously we got to go long because people in the US like have a pain in the butt to go short. It's just ridiculous. There needs to be an exchange that's regulated that we can all go short on in the US. It needs to happen. So I'm like, okay, well, let's code this. When this gets down here and it says a great long trade, like let's look to see if we can actually start seeing market moves back up. And it was interesting, like we actually were able to do that. Now, this is overall showing a bear market, so we don't see actually any real, bull runs here. But even in a bear market, it's doing a fairly good job of actually keeping us on the right side. So that was a powerful metric. And then we moved down, we said, okay, let's see if we can take a metric that can show us what smart money is doing. Do you remember what I told you guys up here? Dumb money is buying the pumps and they're selling the drops. Smart money is buying down here and they're selling up here. So we're like, let's actually create a sentiment indicator over here that shows you guys what smart money is doing. And then we got blown away by the accuracy of this. We said, okay, when the price is going up here, and we actually use volume data on this, so it was like actually like transactions going through, so we could actually like literally see what like big transactions were doing. We're like, okay, now we see a bunch of short trades coming out here, and it was funny when we first came out with this. I'm like, is this going to actually work? And we saw price go up here, and I'm like, this is telling us we should be looking for shorts in the market. And at first, this is like, back last year in like March and April, I'm like, this is crazy. This might actually work. And then we see crazy drops in the market. And this was back in the past too. And then the market would head down like this. I'm just telling you guys like what I felt when we first started this whole thing. And it's going down. I'm like, I'm looking at the metrics up here. I'm like, okay, it looks like a lot of retail traders are fearful. And if the principle stays true in trading, this should be where whales are buying. And we're like, oh my goodness, they're looking to buy. I'm like, if this holds true, this market's going to head up here. And then it started to head back up. I was like, this is awesome. So we ended up coding all this and then, taking all this to the forefront right here. We can see here, we had this little bit of selling pressure come out here the other day and that dropped the market. And then now this morning we're waking up here and we're seeing, long trades come back here strong for Bitcoin. And we actually are seeing a little bit of move back up. Do you guys see that? Like, I know it's hard to see on the daily time frame because everything is just in this super small consolidation zone right now. But we ended up seeing it move back up. That short that you guys saw was right here, and that dropped the market down. And then this guy right here, let me show you guys this. This long up here, you guys can see the market went down here. That's why I like to show you guys before 8 a.m. because it keeps the metrics, has a lot of integrity. Long trades came out right here on the drop. And what's happening this morning? Guys, that drop was over here that the metric called. We moved up. Like, it's awesome. So that's how that works. And then we moved down here. We said, okay, support and resistance prices, that's pretty easy. Basically, everyone's just going to be looking at support and resistance. It's easy if people don't know how to draw these to basically be like, all right, the biggest resistance is at 31,500, right about there. Okay, the greatest structure support is at 28,600. About it, right? And then you can look at this about 30,000. Okay. So that's how we looked at that. And then we came down here. I know I'm doing a lot here, but we're basically done here. And then I'll move on here. But dollar cost average entries. I had a buddy of mine named Tim. It's just an awesome guy. I don't know if he's watching this video. He said, Travis, this is awesome. I'm the kind of guy that doesn't have a lot of time. can you code something that would show us great dollar cost average entry so I can just, maybe check it once a day, or just check something to say, hey, if I've got like whatever money, let's say it's $10,000, you guys want to throw money into the market every time there's a good entry on the move back down. Can we code something like that? I'm like, yeah, we can do that. So we came out here and we coded this. It gives you guys entries on the dip. Now, so some of you guys are going to look at this, and this is the trap you guys have to watch. And by the way, this is an incredible entry right here that came out yesterday before the market moved back up. You guys need to be watching this. If you literally are like one of those people who are like, I'm lazy, and I'm not mean this bad by any means. Like, I'm lazy in a lot of things. That's why, this is going to sound weird, guys. People who hire lazy people will probably actually create a lot of efficiency in their business. If you take a lazy person and that actually has motivation, and I know it sounds weird, but laziness is as in they don't want to do menial tasks, and they have like a wise mind behind them, they're going to take complex things and they're going to make them super simple, and that's going to thrive your business. It sounds weird, but like it actually works. So it's kind of like me. I don't like really complicated things, and I like to simplify things down. I guess lazy is kind of a bad word for it, but I think you guys get what I mean. Watch this. If you guys have money in the market, we don't know exactly when the market's going to turn around. And the thing that you guys need to watch for on our indicators, on any indicators, is to say, oh man, it didn't go up right here. Here's the thing, guys. You have no idea if it would have gone up here. So what are you going to do? Always wait for the market to go down here? I promise you, you're going to be hating yourself if you say, oh, I'm just going to wait for the market to go all the way back down to $20,000 before I put any more money in. Because what if it doesn't and it goes up? You're going to be like, man, you're going to get so angry. You're going to start cussing. It's going to be a bad day for you and the cat and everyone in your family. So the point is, you just need to get exposed. And what we've coded here is metrics on the drop here so you guys can see great entries before it moves back up. Those of you guys who can hear this and like understand this stuff works. This is how you trade crypto successfully. Death cross, 50 below the 200 is a death cross, a 50 above a 200 is a golden cross. So when white line comes up here and hits the red up here, that's going to hit like a shield. It's going to literally hit a dome here, and we're going to probably start moving back down here a little bit when we do that. So watch that. And then after that, guys, it just moves into the beginning of the video where we talk about the entries here. So really, the entries, and then gauging the trade that you're in with the metrics, and then looking at the indicators to say, what are wells doing? Like, are they selling a lot in the market? Yes. Well, if this is down here at the bottom, you need to watch for the market to reverse. And that's what's happening over here. We're seeing market reversals. So hopefully that helps you guys who have new money to be like, this is a good way to trade, guys. Like, we literally have the highest win rate on all of YouTube and all of crypto that we can find, even with the Luna loss of one trade, 122 wins and one loss. So if it feels right to you guys, feels good to you guys, snag our stuff. It's in the description. I know a lot of today was just an overview and it wasn't a big analysis, but guys, I've done like 6 videos in a row of a consolidation. I'm not going to bore you guys with another video saying, oh, it's 36,000 instead of 20,000. Like, let's get new money educated. Like, let's get you guys educated again and start from the basics, because I do think we're going to see this next run up here. And it's just a matter of time before it happens. And you need to be prepared with the wisdom of how to do this correctly. Because if you guys don't, mark these words, guys. Some people that listen to this video are still going to throw a bunch of money in right now. And if this goes down, they're going to be like, man, I really wish I listened to Travis and trade confident. They clearly have a win record there. And we literally still have the best account we can find for healthiness as far as the money that we have not lost in crypto. It's because we use risk management and buy limits. And we're using this literally on every single trade. Even our scalping trades outside of Luna that has never lost a trade, we use those metrics down there to give us good risk management. And people are doing this. Guy does $1,200 using our 2 indicators. Guy wins 4 trades, 4% each. That's scalping. That's compound interest. 17% gain, 5% gains. I put some smaller ones in here because I thought it would just be fun. 485, 661, thousands of dollars a month, $5,000 in one single week. Like, this is just a few testimonies. You can come up here and look at the rest, but let's land this thing. Let's end this here, guys. The indicators, they're in the description. You have 6 days left, and we're going to be upping the price of them, okay? They're 84% off. You guys are going to get all of our indicators, okay? The 3 that you really need are going to be these, because I have them on my charts every single day, okay? Use coupon code SAVEMONEY, you'll get 40% off these. Use coupon code SAVEMONEY on the rest, you'll get 60% off. The bundle pack is cheaper to get this than the 3 here, and you get all 9 of our indicators and Forex indicators as well in here, these 2 right here, okay? All of these are a one-time purchase, lifetime access, and you get the source code to them as well. So make sure you guys are taking advantage of this. I promise you guys, once you start using these, the tools that the predictions that you see happening with these tools, they're going to start making you more confident and they're going to start making you more money. I'm just confident about that. After this many testimonials, it's kind of like obvious that people are going to do well with these, and having the right tools to trade crypto really is what you guys need. Okay. So I hope you guys have a good one. I love you guys. What does this say? Just let you know, I was pretty happy with a $12,800 profit I made last week on Solana. It's pretty cool what people are able to do in here. And it's fun to be able to see. I got 17K euro in one day, all thanks to the indicators. Telling you guys, the indicators are really going to help you guys a lot predict the markets, okay? I love you guys. God bless you. The indicators are in the description. 84% off for the next 6 days. The membership is here. Join this to get access to all the metrics here and the Telegram channel. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.